Let's beat the team. Starting at small forward, standing 5'11", number 10, Tiara Ruffin-Pratt. Starting at shooting guard, at 5'6", number 2, Riquna Williams. At the other guard position, standing 5'11", number 12, Chelsea Gray. The other forward position, 6 feet 1 inches, number 30, Nneka Ogwumike. Starting at center, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 3, Candace Parker. A head coach for your team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Sparks.
Welcome, everyone. This is the WNBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Seattle Storm going up against the Los Angeles Sparks. And welcome to sunny Los Angeles. I'm Blake Suniga in the booth with Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. Get ready, because we've got 2K Hoops coming at you. And you think about the rich history of the WNBA, can you guys believe 2020 will be the league's 24th season?
Yeah, crazy, isn't it? I'd immediately think of the now-defunct Houston Comets winning the first 4 WNBA championships. And only the Minnesota Lynx, as of 2019, have as many titles, winning in 2011, 2013, 2015, and 2017.
Well, those are some great teams, Tim, but don't forget about the great players like Diana Taurasi, the WNBA's all-time leading scorer.
And the foul on Williams. That is her first foul of the game. Outside Howard. Lloyd. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Howard. And it's good. Fought through the contact, hit the shot, and she'll go to the line.
Good. Hit. Shooting one.
Well, not many players get to experience the thrill of winning a title, but Howard has twice. Now, one as a role player, one as a key cog, and really, she was the perfect puzzle piece to her championship squads.
After winning it all, I think the perspective Howard gained is what will help her the most.
Yeah, once you reach the top of the mountain, you start to understand what it takes. Important not to get complacent, which Howard has stayed far away from. Sometimes experience really is the best teacher.
Ruffin-Pratt, shot's good.
They carried out the plan perfectly that time around.
To the inside. Howard, that's good.
Dropping dimes, Bird has incredible vision and feel. She sees the whole court.
Gray outside. Pass to Ogwumike. Here's Ruffin-Pratt. She's covered by Clark. Stolen by Alicia Clark. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Bird outside. Soft touch off the glass.
She's done it so many times over her career, but it's still impressive. At 5'9", Bird finishing at the hoop.
Here's Parker. The 3. And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Storm. They're up by 5. We'll be right back to the action when we return. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Storm?
It's been a solid first half for them offensively, really in tune with each other.
Yeah, good ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard for sure.
Well, you look at the advanced stats, and of course we love doing that, and then the Sparks stand out in one major way. They try to slow the game down as much as possible, have been last in the league or near the bottom in pace for several seasons now.
Took advantage of some shoddy D there. They got to at least get a finger on her.
And here is Gray. Ogumake outside. From 13. The shot comes out. Now Seattle takes it the other way. And with the Sparks and their new pace, it makes sense when you look at their personnel.
Well, when you have Parker and Ogumake, it's the right play. I mean, those two on the blocks are an absolute force. And the Sparks, they go for efficiency in their possessions, and they try to prevent the game from turning into a track meet.
Howard can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. She's not the player to give open looks to, but they got away with it that time.
It's Shanae Ogumake with the drive. Ogumake, Storm with the rebound. And 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And if I'm them, if I'm in their seats, if I'm on the bench in the game, I go for it.
No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, she'll be disappointed with herself. That's one she expects to make.
And the shot is good.
You got to do more than that to stop Ogumake, one of the best built players in the WNBA.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, Stewart. Knocked away. It's stolen by Neko Ogumake. Pass to Ogumake. The rebound by Mosqueda Lewis. Inside, Stewart. And the bucket counts, and she is on her way to the line to try to make it a three-point play. And this is her first trip to the line tonight.
When you think of Brianna Stewart, you think winner. She won 4 college championships, has an Olympic gold medal, and a WNBA title.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. It's the Storm. They lead by 8. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break. And now the third quarter about to get going again. Natasha Howard really making a difference here.
This is the type of quality performance we expect to see from her. She's always setting the bar high for herself, and sometimes I think we kind of just get numb to how good she really is sometimes.
And it's so hard to perform when everyone is keyed in on you. You know, to be able to play like she has with that kind of reputation, what can you say about it? It's impressive.
Now the second half about to get started up again any moment. Seattle in the lead. We usually talk about the pick and roll from an offensive perspective. But guys, what are your thoughts on defending the pick and roll?
Well, to me, guarding the pick and roll is just as important as running the pick and roll. Switching has become pretty popular these days.
You know, Brian, it just depends on the situation. If you're defending an elite shooter, you really can't go under screens or they'll make you pay. That's when switching comes into play, and that's why it's become popular now, because shooters are becoming more common in basketball.
First free throw is good.
Well, Brianna Stewart, the future of this Storm franchise, many would argue she is the future of the WNBA, maybe the most dominant force in the WNBA, bursting onto the scene quickly as a rookie, and the accolades have been pouring in since.
And so she's able to get 1 of 2. And the hardware for Stewart in 2018, she was the MVP and Finals MVP.
Well, the sky is the limit for Stewart, who is so talented at such a young age, and she really just does everything for you out on the hardwood. Great footwork inside, and don't forget that she can step back and drill the 3 as well.
Pass to Lloyd. Bird. Howard. Parker defending. Out to Lloyd. Launches it. It's not going to go for her. Now the Sparks take it the other way. Outside Williams. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Breanna Stewart. That's her first foul. The Storm making a switch here. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Pass to Ruffin Pratt. Clock at 6. Ogumake. Crystal Langhorne with the defensive effort. Down low. And the layup's good off the glass.
An attentive player who sees the floor well, Clark really understands how to distribute the rock.
Pass to Williams. Ogumake with the ball. And fouled hard that time, and she'll get 2 shots at the line. That one on Langhorne.
First personal foul. For your Los Angeles Sparks, Eka Ogumike. And the line for 2.
And she makes the first.
Few players have won a WNBA regular season MVP and a championship in the same season. Ogumake is special.
And she makes both free throws. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Left side, Canada. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Parker with the ball. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. And that's going to be over and back. Wasn't watching for the line that time.
Boneheaded play, guys. Plain and simple.
And mistakes like that are going to make it very hard for them to get out of this hole.
And that's part of the reason why they're in this hole.
Now here is Lloyd. For 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Storm out in front, up by 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for the fourth quarter. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Williams. Here's Mabry. Out to the right wing. And one of the most exciting things about the WNBA, the draft is usually
Bad screen.
3 days after
Chicken
the
wing.
college season
That way.
ends, and only about a month before opening night. How do you guys like that setup?
It's really the best way to do a draft, if you ask me, because you see all of the excitement of Vegas drafting Asia Wilson and then getting to see her play just weeks later. Or how about Seattle getting to see Breanna Stewart in action quickly after winning a title? So I'm just going to say it's a fantastic way to drum up interest.
I love it too, Brian. Instead of the months and months of speculation about, how someone fits in, we actually get to see them play. It's awesome. You keep the momentum going too, and best of all, we get to see who is for real.
And she banks in the layup.
Pays great attention to detail. Gray is alert and constantly looking for open teammates.
Outside Lloyd. Count that bucket.
An example right there, guys, of how they never started coasting, even as their lead kept growing.
Well, Tim, they're just a determined group. There's no neutral gear, no matter what the lead is. It's only full speed ahead, and that's the type of basketball I love to watch.
Yeah, 100 miles an hour.
Here's Seattle. Now Canada. Pass to Lloyd. Now here's Russell. Defended by Beard. Now here is Stewart. Not a lot of room. Some solid defense from Candace Parker. So it's the Sparks now. 11-point game. To the paint, Ogumake. That's in, coming off an assist from Candace Parker.
A really difficult shot. Ogumake with great concentration, just totally locked in offensively.
Pass to Lloyd. Stewart. Now Canada. Shot clock at 5. Russell with the bucket. Here's Gray. And so Seattle takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for them. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
Well, guys, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you should feel good about it.